The winds of change are blowing.
Talking about the draft, I assume?
Yep. You and I haven't had much of a chance to get acquainted here on Raw. I wouldn't mind if we end up on the same brand so that we can finally have a match or two.
I wouldn't mind that either. We could do big things together.
I guess we'll see where we end up. I know they're saying you could be staying here on Raw, but I've been around a while and I've seen a lot of crazy things. When it comes to the WWE draft, you just never know.
I'll be ready for anything.
Well, if it isn't the subject of all those draft rumors.
What do you mean?
Come on, you heard what Triple H said, and it's all over social media too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 in the draft next week.
Since Raw has the first pick, you could put an end to all the speculation and just tell me who you're picking first.
My lips are sealed, but I will say that I doubt tonight is your last match on Raw. Oh, and speaking of the draft, make sure you look good up there on the stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire. And sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Okay, but more importantly, make sure you look good in your match tonight. Can't have my potential first pick losing the week before the draft.
And here's the man whose name is on everyone's mind.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 228 pounds, the real deal, Quinn Jackson.
There's been a lot of speculation about this guy's future, and if you've seen him in the ring, you can understand why.
Rumors are just rumors, but a strong showing here against Montez Ford could help turn those rumors into reality.
Montez Ford is in the house.
And his opponent, representing the Street Profits from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds, Montez Ford.
It's about to go down, and Montez Ford is about to unleash his aggression.
Corey, you agree, right? He's developed a sharper edge. He's improved his muscles.
I completely agree, not to mention his insane athleticism. Montez Ford brings superhero movies to real life.
Ford will drop you quick, he'll kiss the sky, and leave you in total disbelief.
Montez Ford walking in the rarefied air, holding tag team titles on every brand in WWE.
We all want the smoke.
You can't handle the smoke.
Yes, I can.
With all the talk about presumptive draft picks and Triple H's cryptic messages, we might be forgetting about Montez Ford.
Good point, Corey. Montez is a former Royal Rumble winner who's coming back from injury. I'm sure he'd love to make his own statement about WWE's pecking order.
Both superstars have a lot on the line and a lot to say about it, and they will surely let their fists do the talking. That could dislocate your shoulder.
Oh, kick finds it.
Drop kick!
Great athleticism.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
And he saw that coming from Montez. Sent right into the corner.
Sent hard into the ring post. Boot to the mush. Effective way to counter any attack. Kick to the body as the arm trapped. Tremendous athleticism into a beautiful arm drag.
And he avoids what was coming.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
Boom! Got their opponent set up.
Drop kick to the back. And the smile being wiped right off Ford's face there. Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around.
Enziguri finds its mark. Hammering down on the knee.
Look at this. Snap suplex.
He looks like he's about to put his opponent in their place.
Hurricanrana.
And Montez Ford finds himself on the defensive.
Yeah, Ford's having trouble fighting back. Carefully measured double stomp. Got him in the corner now.
On the top rope now. And a well-timed counter.
He finally creates some more offense for himself.
He's still hanging on. Still in this thing.
Straight into the pin. Two big kick out.
He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
Oh, what a clothesline. Wow, he had that scouted. And Ford had it scouted.
And he's coming too, about to stumble his way into danger.
High impact crossbody.
This might be the end here.
Fending off a 2 count there.
Loose cover leads to a strong kick out. Enziguri finds its mark.
Look at this. Incredible. The deadlift German suplex. That is the kind of move that leaves
Off the rope. Beautiful all the way down to the outside.
throwing all caution to the wind and leaping to the outside.
Sometimes you just gotta show off and show out. Here we go. You gotta be kidding me.
Fearlessly soaring to the outside. My goodness.
Doing whatever it takes to eliminate the competition.
No way. What?
My God, launched like a ballistic missile.
Showing zero regard for anyone's well-being. Back into the ring now. Launching.
Senton from the apron. A helter-skelter attitude here, getting to the bottom and going back to the top again and again.
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
Montez is definitely in peril here. Drop kick hits the mark. No way.
And completely missed the mark.
Really thought that was going to work, but now we got a human being we have to scrape off the floor.
Using the elbow to escape the attack.
Heading back into the ring now.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Ooh, what a damaging blow.
Ooh, slows that down with a well-placed kick.
Got the knees up just in time.
This could turn things around.
A running Hurricane Rana. He's taking control of the proceedings here.
He's just running. Uh-oh. Way too...
Diving moonsault!
Turning it into the pin.
2. Yeah, no. He doesn't get the 3.
He just won't give up.
Kick to the body as the arm trapped. Tremendous athleticism.
And some effective offense with that one.
They've got their opponent's arm.
Vicious knee drop. Oh, my goodness.
And Montez Ford finds himself on the defensive.
Yeah, Ford's having trouble fighting back.
Drop kick to the face. Oh, my God. A DDT! Spiked them. Going straight to the top turnbuckle.
Uh-oh. Way too...
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
I think we know what he's thinking, and it's not going to be nice. From the ropes.
And does not get it. Up and over.
Slice bread.
Will that finish Montez?
2. Oh, and he just kicked out.
I don't know where he found the energy to kick out of that, but Montez did it.
That was the best weapon in the arsenal, but it wasn't enough to produce an end result.
Oh, my God. A DDT! Oh, no. He is donning the crimson mask.
What a callous attack. Oh, right into a counter.
From the outside. That was awesome.
The cover for the win.
Shoulder shoots up before 2.
He's still got more left in the tank.
Flying. Axe handle from the middle rope.
Here we go. He fails to connect.
Hooked up. And DDT. Kick right on point.
He's able to counter that.
Good defense there. Running Hurricane Rana.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly. Dropping the knee for more punishment.
Lay out DDT.
Ford seems unable to turn the momentum here.
Somehow Montez has to turn the tide.
Now that'll do some serious damage.
Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach. One counter met by another.
Placing him in the corner. That holds back Ford's attack. Oh, my God, a DDT!
Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Up and over. Sliced bread.
This one's a wrap. Good night, everyone.
Amazing!
Montez Ford refusing to stay down. I'll tell you, he is operating on pure adrenaline about now.
And I think to get the pinfall, you have to try that maneuver one more time.
He is trying to get up, but it is not going well.
Running Hurricane Rana!
Up and over.
Sliced bread!
Busting out the heavy artillery once again.
He stays alive, he stays alive!
I don't know where he found the energy to kick out of that, but Montez did it.
This was the moment to capitalize on. That should have been the end.
swinging the elbow to halt the offense. Cover!
Kick out.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
Oh, looks like we're going to see it for a sliced bread.
That's it. No way to endure that again.
What a kick out at 2.
Montez Ford refusing to stay down. I'll tell you, he is operating on pure adrenaline about now.
Big move, but it's still unable to end this.
Off the rope.
Tomeko Hilo! Took a massive risk, but it might have paid off.
And he gets delivered back into the ring. Misses the target. Boom! And he's taking on a lot of offense here, guys.
He needs to figure out a way to be more aggressive. He left himself wide open. Big mistake.
Back and forth we go.
Boom! The fight is on, and it's furious.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Who will break first? That is the question.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up. And Taguiri finds its mark.
Oh, looks like we're going to see it. Sliced bread. And this has to be the end of it.
2. And that'll finally do it. What a victory.
Here is your winner, the real deal, Quinn Jackson.
This man just showed why he's about to be drafted #1. He's got the talent, the drive, and the win here tonight.
He certainly helped his cause, Saxton. Nothing's a sure thing until it's a done thing, but it would be a surprise if all those rumors turned out to be false.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
There's rumors this superstar will be staying on Raw as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by Adam Pearce.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. It's always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
Everything I do has a purpose. People like to say they're 2 steps ahead. Well, I'm 20. You can't survive on sheer strength and athleticism. You need to be scheming and calculated.
Speaking of looking ahead, what can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected at #1 overall tonight?
I'd say it's something I could use in my favor. Perception is reality, right? Well, if I'm #1, that just makes my opponents perceive me to be that much tougher to beat. I'll use any advantage I can get.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
We have a good relationship, so I trust you and Triple H to figure it out. I am curious how a random person could have messed with the Tron, though.
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
I can handle my own strategy on how to deal with this. Thanks.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw. and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Hey, you alright? Not how I imagined draft night going, but we've both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
And guys, do you believe in miracles? Guys?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 260 pounds, Adrian Bach!
I'm not really fond of most local competitors, but this is more like it. What was this guy's MMA record, Saxton?
0-12 in professional fights and one draw that was overturned to a loss.
Of course. Why do these guys do this to themselves? Or to me, rather?
The first overall draft pick is ready for action.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 228 pounds, the real deal, Quinn Jackson!
It's great to hear the crowd give this superstar the reception he deserves, especially after what happened last week.
Absolutely, Saxton. That unexpected attack might have spoiled his draft night, but tonight he's got a chance to make his own lasting impression.
A new era for Raw, and its top draft pick starts right now.
This man is no stranger to a WWE arena, but it's got to feel different stepping into the ring for the first time as the #1 overall draft pick.
I'm sure it does, Byron, but now that the bell's rung, he's not the #1 pick anymore. He's a superstar on Raw who's got to fight and compete just like anyone else.
And he's got a target on his back now. If he doesn't prove he can live up to his reputation, no one's going to care where he is drafted. A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Return fire on Adrian. Man.
Oh, ouch. Nasty roundhouse.
Oh, look out. It's on now.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display. It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this. Oh, man.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Ooh.
You can feel
Things have just gone nuclear. Warheads landing on the front lines now. And just like that, the scales were imbalanced. A standing Spanish fly, are you kidding me?
Incredible.
Kick to the body, into the code red.
I felt the vibration of that one from all the way over here.
What a forearm.
Drop kick hits the mark. Uh-oh.
Countered right when it was needed.
Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here. Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
F5! Thunderous!
Cover, cover, cover!
And he fights it off.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
Adrian looking helpless to every
Buck in his clutches. Buck looks knocked out.
makes the cover. 3, no, a 2 count.
Somehow, someway, escapes defeat.
Still alive.
I've lost count of how many times this match should have ended by now. Boom, nice. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Just grounding and pounding. He's just unloading now, landing every shot he can find.
And each blow he lands is giving him more energy. Basement drop kick to the back. Really feeding off all of his faithful fans.
Lights out here.
Oh, no, maybe not.
And the count stopped short of 2.
No time to waste being shocked. You've got to maintain pressure.
Fought back with a punch to the gut.
Not so fast. Hurricanrana. Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Buck's got to slow down this assault.
Ooh.
He counters with a great reversal.
Fast thinking saved him there.
Big forearm.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick. Has him set up in the corner of the ring.
And a kick.
And a nasty shot in the corner with more in mind. Looking to end their opponent in headline-grabbing fashion all the way from the top. Avalanche pedigree.
Will that be the finishing touch?
Could that be enough?
For the win. And he's still in the game.
Wow, looks like this book has a couple more chapters in it.
We might be seeing a whole saga written tonight.
That was plan A, and it didn't work. He must be thinking about plan B at this point. Strikes with a kick. Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault. We're locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidated.
Buck comes right back at him.
And just in time, he gets out of there. Facebuster!
With all these blows to the head, he has to be disoriented.
I think that's the plan, Cole. Try to keep him on the back foot.
Driving a knee into the arm. Oh, kick connects.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Uh-oh, going to climb up to the top rope. What do they have planned here? Hooking the arms of their opponent. This is going to be nasty from the top.
Avalanche pedigree.
No way he's getting up from that.
And right away into the pin. 2 count.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we gonna do with him?
We're going to get some answers, and we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
I have a lot of ideas. And now we're going to start figuring out which one of them is accurate. Start talking.
The new era has arrived.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind the scenes, there's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
It's Raw's #1 draft pick hoping to shut down their attacker.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, Illinois, weighing in at 228 pounds, the real deal, Quinn Jackson.
There's an extra degree of intensity from this superstar tonight. It looks like he's determined to put an end to Tony D'Angelo's attacks once and for all.
I'm sure he is, Saxon. This is a true grudge match. D'Angelo messed with the wrong guy here.
The mask is off, the gloves are off, and any moment we'll be off too.
It's time to cut the disrespect. The Don is in the building.
And his opponent, representing the family, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, Tony D'Angelo.
A man who has amassed power in NXT and has continually grown his family.
Tony's faced hardship, attacks, even incarceration during his time in NXT, but he has continued to thrive.
A dangerous man inside the ring, and from what I've heard, pretty dangerous outside of it, too.
You cannot deny the explosiveness of Tony D'Angelo. We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo.
Bam!
Oh, drop toe hold.
Running Hurricane Rana.
Beautiful. Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio and strength. Being set up in the corner for something. Loving blow.
Oof. Lands the haymaker. Oh, tossed hard into the ring post.
Foot to the gut.
What a reversal.
There's a wheelbarrow.
Boom! DDT.
European uppercut. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Enzuigiri finds its mark.
There was no respect for D'Angelo with that move. Attacking the knee. Devastating kick.
Drop kick.
Kick lands.
D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony's on the wrong side of every exchange.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Ooh, sharp kick. Tony timed that one. Has them up. Nice waist lock, takedown. Holding on. How about another? Establishing complete control. That move had the amount of force akin to a natural disaster. Fought off with an elbow. Running Hurricane Rana. It's incredible the inventiveness we are seeing on display here.
He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
Yeah, this is where the longer this match goes on, the more trouble there simply is.
Pick! Moving him onto the top turnbuckle. Uh-oh. This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes.
Finally shoved off off the top. Oh, he saw it coming.
Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot. Up and around, down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Hoisted up. Oh, man, what a gut buster.
Enziguri finds its mark.
And I don't know how much longer this can continue.
Yeah, he could really use a miracle right about now.
A rope step to make a hilo.
What a display of fearlessness we just witnessed.
That's the kind of attitude you need to take yourself to the next level.
Oh, look at this. Raw power. Elbow drop. Piercing.
Sit straight into the barricade.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
Ooh, he's going for the pin.
And referee cuts off the count in one.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
He's able to avoid heavy contact.
Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles. What a counter by Tony.
Oh, my goodness. Just punishing their opponent.
Oh, that got turned around on
Bad spot for Tony. D'Angelo down, and he might be out.
And going for the pin. And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
Just an incredible wherewithal to get the shoulder up.
You would think he'd be out of it after taking that maneuver.
That was the home run shot that got robbed at the fence. It knew what was coming there.
Kick to the body as the arm trapped. Tremendous athleticism into a beautiful arm drag.
And his core might be a bigger target now.
Oh, lands right on the knees. That can change everything. Oh. Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Jarring impact.
Hoisting their opponent. Oh!
Fisherman's Buster. Quickly transition. Shoulders are down.
Uh-oh. He's still got life in this.
Cover. Oh, come on. Blatantly
Steal this one. This is where great cardio makes all the difference, helping you stay alive deep into the match.
That's gonna hurt.
Locked up in the corner.
Counters to gain the advantage.
Swift answer with the boot. Stiff kick.
Doesn't want to be on the top rope like this. Oh. Boom. Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? And now thrown back into the ring, making way toward the top rope.
From the heavens, big body splash from the top. Beautiful transition.
And now the cover. No, stops the count at 2.
What a match.
Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly. Ooh.
Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense.
Caught with that forearm.
D'Angelo goes for the pin. A defiant kick out after 1.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Elbow drop.
He's got him square in his sights here. Denied via a wicked punch to the stomach.
And the DDT.
He puts him into the corner.
Hooked up in the corner.
Oh, exploder suplex into the corner. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
From way up.
Ah, that got turned around on D'Angelo. And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Getting up real slow. Not quite all there. Whoa! What a hurricane rana! Dropkick hits the mark. Nasty shot in the corner with more in mind. Looking to end their opponent in headline-grabbing fashion all the way from the top.
Avalanche pedigree!
I don't know how you recover from that.
And now going for the victory.
Is this it?
Oh, shoulder up before three.
Unreal. Unreal to kick out there.
Not only unlikely, downright extraordinary.
And the heaviest hitter in the arsenal was not enough.
Oh my God, a DDT! Spiked him.
And now placed in the corner.
Oh, the elbow connects. Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. Oh, step up Enziguri. Another vicious attack to his head.
That's the kind of offense that could ruin your whole balance.
Into a German suplex. And now Tony is getting beaten down.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled.
What a counter by Tony.
And that might be the start of the momentum swing Tony needed.
Yeah, D'Angelo able to momentarily stop the bleeding, but will he also gain command of this match? Oh, that might have just broken something. He's in a bad spot on that turnbuckle.
This is too far. This is too far, but it'll end it all. Power slam from way up high.
2K3, no.
And you got to think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Getting him right into the corner.
Ah, kick.
Nasty shot in the corner with more in mind. Looking to end their opponent in headline-grabbing fashion all the way from the top.
Avalanche pedigree.
That's it. That's it. Call it. He ain't getting up.
2. Oh, kicks out. Kicks out.
I can't believe that this whole arena's in shock.
Yeah, but no one's more shocked than the man who thought he had a pinfall.
Will that be the last opportunity? Is there still enough left in these men?
D'Angelo finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
Tony showing it's not a time for lying down. It's a time for fighting back.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
Popped right in the face.
Boom, a forearm smash.
Round and round we go. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Bad spot for Tony.
Oh, God, face first. Boom. Making the climb to the top rope. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord. He's able to reverse it. These two trading one blow after another. Ooh. Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Slugging away with everything they've got. Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. Ooh. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out. Boom, a forearm.
He's trying again. Absolutely devastating.
Looking for the pin. Oh, he kicked out.
You gotta be kidding me. Surviving that maneuver is absolutely amazing.
Just dished out his most devastating offense, and you gotta be wondering if he's thinking one more time will be the charm. Sent into the corner.
Back and forth, counter after counter.
Whoa, drop kick all the way to the outside.
Uh-oh!
Through the air, and connects.
Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Oof, had it scouted and met with a back elbow.
Left an opening and got a kick to the face.
Being carried around now.
Oh, man, right to the cover.
This could be all over.
Kick out just before two.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match.
Stomp after stomp after stomp. Tony sizing him up.
Stopped dead in their tracks with a shot to the face. Running Hurricanrana. Oh, swanton.
He wants this fight on the outside.
And he slides him back to the mat.
Has him in the corner.
Nasty shot in the corner with more in mind. Looking to end their opponent in headline-grabbing fashion all the way from the top. Avalanche pedigree. Going back to the well, hoping this one ends it.
Two. And a kick out.
I don't know how he just kicked out, and I'll tell you what, I don't really think he knows either.
Everything possible was done to win there, but it just fell short. Oh, what a kick. Ooh. Now lifted onto the top turnbuckle. Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Oh, shocking inside cradle. Small packages could be it.
He breaks the ref's count before two.
Not quite enough to put him away.
Catches the kick. Uh-oh. Dragon screw. Oh, swanton. Boom.
Kicks to the face. Capped off with a big one.
D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled.
Ooh! D'Angelo one step ahead.
D'Angelo finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
Tony showing it's not a time for lying down. It's time for fighting back.
Getting set up in the corner now. Peerless position for him to be in here.
Power slam. Follows up. Shoulders down. There's two. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally. You can't here and do this without repercussions. What the? Bailey and KO part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy. It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bailey said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bailey and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from a rival promotion.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to date, so yeah, I'd say I know them very well. And trust was never an issue.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Ah, my ex calling me desperate. I missed that.
I'm going to ignore that, but I suppose we did make a good team. Might be nice to get back together. In the ring only, of course.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
All right. You do that, and I'll get to strategizing.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this, wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being... scheming and calculated.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
NXT is going to be ready for you to strike back, but they don't know I'm on board yet. We can use that as a tactical advantage.
How so?
We're going to hustle them, embarrass them, and when it's all over, walk out with their precious intergender NXT Unity Tag titles.
Solid plan. It's exactly what I would have done. But how are we going to pull this off?
I know a guy who can get me into the Performance Center.
First things first, you're going to explain just how the hell you got in here. The Performance Center is official NXT Mutiny territory now.
Chase got us in, right?
That's right. I'm Chase. Used to train here a few years back. Still think I got a raw deal. Before that, I was a popular minor league mascot named Ribby. Ring a bell?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So you just walked right in? I don't get it.
Well, I still had my old badge. Plus, it helped that I kept in touch with Todd, the security guard. Good guy.
Freaking Todd! This really is his last strike. Anyway, I'll deal with him later. Why exactly are you here?
We're here to show Mutiny just how great me and Chase are. If you want to take down Raw and SmackDown, you need to sign us.
Is Shawn Michaels still here? What about Corey Klein? I'd like to give them a piece of my mind. They really missed the boat on old Chase.
None of them are here. You're dealing with me, okay? NXT Mutiny signed me to be their top producer, and I can't have outsiders showing up unannounced on my watch. My bosses would not approve.
I told you this was a bad idea, Chase. Let's just go to SmackDown or Raw, where they recognize real talent. Their GMs have been blowing up my phone nonstop.
Wait, they have? You know, it just so happens that the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions are training here today and need some opponents. So if you two think you're Mutiny material, go prove it.
You won't regret this.
Just remember, if this works out, who gave you the big break. Now excuse me. I need to go fire Todd. I'm happy you two came in today. Lexus and JC were just telling me they wanted some real competition, but I guess you'll have to do. Kidding! Let's see what those Raw and SmackDown GMs were so interested in. I have a whole bunch of ideas for how we can freshen up NXT. Bringing back the shaky cam every time someone gets hit. 3 cuts per second. Bailey and KO are gonna love it. You two were supposed to be hot free agents? I don't get it. are making Lexus and JC look like wrestling gods. You might want to reconsider that mascot career, Chase.
One.
Hey, Chase! Maybe you should chase after a new career. I got a million of them.
Tag is good. Tag.
Not gonna lie, this beat's working for Miz. But that's not saying much. Every Tuesday I had to clip his toenails. Am I oversharing? Lexus, JC, I'm sorry. They said they were good.
There's a tag.
Call this the Performance Center, not the Flop Around Center. Hey, Lexus and JC, do you know if Mutiny offers a 401k? I forgot to ask in my interview.
Tag is good.
My new Mutiny business cards are gonna be amazing. We're talking next level.
One.
Can we pick up the pace? I just remembered that I have to pick up Bailey's dry cleaning.
One. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Huh. 1, 2, ring the bell.
We weren't ready for that match, Troy, but I promise the outcome would be different with more time to prepare.
Speak for yourself. I was fully prepared.
I'll handle this, Chase. So, what do you think about a rematch, Troy?
I think it's cute you think another match would turn out any differently. But you've given me a great idea. If you want a rematch so bad, why not do it on NXT? So the entire world can see your big debut and how talented you are.
Thank you. I accept your offer of a rematch on NXT.
Perfect. The Unity Champions are gonna look great. And Bailey, KO, and all my new bosses here at Mutiny are gonna love it. Thanks for doing me this huge favor.
Anytime.
And this is definitely not the pairing we were expecting.
I had heard that the #1 draft pick and their partner here tonight were tight, but I didn't expect indie wrestler Chase to be pushed aside.
I don't know who's more surprised, us or Lexis King and JC Jane. They planned for a cakewalk and instead got a match against one of the best WWE has to offer and their debuting partner.
Let's see what else the challengers have up their sleeves as they battle for the Unity Tag titles.
Corey, what do you think of the champ's chances here tonight? I love him. I'm not like everybody else, Cole. It seems like everybody's ready to write the champ's demise, but not me.
The following is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Real Deal Q Quinn Jackson and KJ Johnson. And their opponents, the team of Lexis King and JC Jane.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. How much might a surprise change like this affect the Unity Champ's game plan?
A heck of a lot. Everybody in the arena expected an indie wrestler named Chase. Instead, we have the WWE debut of a formidable partner for the #1 draft pick.
Well, not to mention, it was a very sneaky and shrewd strategy to pull this switch on Mutiny. King and Jane have got to adjust on the fly while already in the thick of things. Looking for the high knee, but instead,
counter power bomb.
Ouch.
Turning the tables.
A string of counters.
Ooh, brutal impact into the corner.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a kick. Picking up speed. Drop kick. Whoa, round and round we go. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Oh!
She fights back with the counter. Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Oh, sends Straight into the corner hard. Soaring! Oh my, apron senton!
This is what it's going to take. You have to go all out if you want that title. Oh, and fights back.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexis King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the wrestler Chase who is supposed to compete tonight?
Credit to the challengers for throwing NXT off their game.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Chase.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
I saw what you did by pulling a fast one on NXT and winning their Unity championships. Clever.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny.
You used to date each other, right?
Don't hold that against me.
I won't. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
Is it, though? Like you said, you're too close to this. Might be clouding your judgment.
I know you're new here, so I'll let that slide.
Bottom line, we're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you tricked them into defending their Unity titles. And then walked away with them, too. Well done.
Thanks. I guess that producer Troy was fired by Mutiny for his screw-up and is now groveling to get his job back with us. Good luck with that.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?